Ah, Caligula. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. Feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danon disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegus.
Lenegus? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Caligula. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor, but there's a giant zuegel running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A zuegel, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
Hmm.
All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Did we really just spend that much money?
Well... rather plain.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase that.
I'm skeptical.
Right. All right. Got it. My turn! Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Where are you going?
Try harder!
Photon, raise your hand!
As if the normal creepy cronies aren't disgusting enough.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Here I come! Rollerblade!
No further.
Slash!
A chain between heaven and earth.
I can carve through armor.
Here I come!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Take this! Rollerblade! Ignite! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Slash!
Hear my call.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Burning strike. My lightning orb. If it's in the sky, it's mine. I never miss. A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Lightning. Sleep now. I'll be saving you. Here. A whirling struggle. Glacial spear. Pierce the winds of heaven. Freeze laser.
Stalagmite.
Cyclone. I can hear all day. Burning strike. Water. Hear my call. Blah blah blah. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze laser.
Ready and ready.
I'm out of phase waterfall. Freeze laser. Hear my call!
Burn!
Burning!
You're mine! Swallow blade! Flight! Dragon form!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Magic is out! In here! More for the stockpile! Searing Flame! Reload! Raging Storm! More where that came from! Moon, I'm ready! Here goes! This one's mine!
On your knees. Air pressure!
Champion Swirl! Lunar Corruption! Gemini Alpha! Raging Storm!
Knock it into next week!
Here I come!
Radiant Light!
Dragon form! Swallow blade! Dragon form!
Will this help? Sleep now.
Here I come! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I'll heal you all!
Take this!
Photon Blast!
Swallow blade!
More where that came from! Healing
Negative
Circle!
escape.
Blah, blah, blah!
Hit time!
Freeze Lancer! You get the gist! Air Thrust! Right now! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stopped up! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Here I come!
Lightning! Downfall!
Denied! Air pressure!
Here!
Take it!
Raging Storm!
I owe you one! Here I come! It's over!
Again!
Swallow blade!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Glacial Spear! There's evil!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Hang between heaven and earth!
Not today!
Banshee Lightning!
Here I come! Flash! Dragon form!
Thunder Field!
Swallow blade!
Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall! Here I go! Go!
Try harder! Swallow blade! You're finished!
Healing Circle!
Leave the charges to me!
You're finished!
Searing Flame! Reload! Raging Searing
You're mine!
Flame!
You're
Reload!
finished!
Being interrupted.
Try harder!
I never miss!
Bloody holiday! On your
Illuminate the darkness!
In a bind?
Holy glitter! Chain between heaven and earth! Annihilation!
Take this!
Without a clue!
Not today!
A whirling struggle!
Everlasting
Raise
charge!
11! First
I'll
spark!
smash you! Negative gate!
I'm almost impressed.
On your
Sleep now. I said almost. Don't get carried away.
rending you apart!
Raging Storm! Lightning condense! I'm ready!
Far enough!
Who's next? Just with the back order!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Lightning bolt!
Air pressure! Stalagmite!
It's about to strike!
Demon Pet! Look sharp, everyone!
More for the stockpile! Dance in the wind!
Ignite!
Force of regeneration!
Hand!
Anything in armor is all mine! Regenerate! I can carve through walls! Don't suffer in silence!
Power of flame!
Dragon
Finish
form!
without a
Suffer in
trace!
silence!
Sealed!
Catapult!
I'll be saving this one!
You're mine!
Photon blast! More where that came from! Reload!
No further!
Light astrolabe! Raging cascade! Water! Here I come!
To me!
Now!
Jump!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That took more energy than I expected.
Yeah! What?
Right. Afraid not.
Right.
Yeah! on!
My turn!
Could have been worse.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I've got a good amount of info on our enemies written down now.
That's wonderful, Rinwell. I'm sure that data shall prove most useful.
I like to think so. If there's anything you want to know, just ask.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Danon.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. Then again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with. I do believe it's about time that I retire. Once we finish eating, we should get going. It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menen's.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Ready and ready!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! Soaring Red Spear!
It's a duel of the arts.
You're mine!
I'll be saving you.
Dragon Swarm! We got fire!
I've got this. Let him march to me now.
You're mine! All yours!
Do it! My astral energy! With this, I can become even stronger.
Gotta break through! Take this! I'm on! You're finished!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Swarm! Here!
You require a hand.
Burning strike! Don't mind if I do.
Swallow Blade!
Purge malevolent
Dragon
blood!
Swarm!
Dig
Energy
water!
airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Here I come!
Hands in the wind!
It's over! I'm on! Strike! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Take this!
Lightning!
Dragon Shell!
Rising Falcon! Front!
Flying spree! Why can't they just sit still?
See ya! Can you take care of them?
No sooner... This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Gotta break through!
there's rockets! Let's give up the pressure! Equal time! Go for the weak point!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm even stronger than before. Pow! Shattering the pieces! Denied! I'll end you! Caligula! That freaking does it! Inferno crosser! The bigger they are, the harder they fall! Hurricane! Swallow blade! Go for the weak point! I'm just watching you! Swallow blade! Make it rain! Go lead! Blow them away!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry. And thus our strength yet grows.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer, thank you very much.
No backing down!
Take this!
Look
You're
sharp!
finished! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear!
Take this!
Their hide is thick as armor!
Dragon Shout!
Rising Falcon!
Hurricane
Here I
Strike!
come! Its armor's destroyed!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Look
You're
sharp!
mine! It's over!
Inferno Punch!
Slash! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Radiant Light!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
It's on! I'll smash you! Let me help!
Freeze
Laser Meteor!
Swallow Blade!
I can handle it! If it curls up, time to get out of the way!
Where are you going?
It's over!
On guard!
Slash!
Radiant Light! By the power
Swallow
of
Blade!
flame! Vanish without a trace!
I'm just getting...
Water, hear my call!
Super Swallow Day! This one's all back in their defense!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Hurricane Strike!
Going in!
Take
Caligula!
this!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Sometimes I wonder where you come up with those moves.
I could say the same to you.
Good thing we're on the same side, huh? Dispose of the trash.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! First strike! An astral arch?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust. Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm on it! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Between heaven and earth.
Megasonic Thrust!
I'll tear you apart. Now
It's over!
Kisara, go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
A comfortable win.
Out of my way! Dragon Far enough! Inferno Punch! Take this! It's over! I'll tear you apart! Did you see this coming? I'm Dragon Swarm! Black Solid Hurricane! No armor can stop me! I'll stop it here!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Where are you going? Hurricane Strike! This one's mine! Watch this!
Here's the
I'm not done! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
You're mine!
there. Pounce it.
Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine. This one's mine.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now that's a mystic art!
We should really use them more often.
That would be less mystic.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm on! You're escape!
Ready and rare!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sealed by the power of flame.
Here I come! Soaring Light Spear!
Air thrust.
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
Do it.
Reverse!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
That's far enough! Far enough! I'll flame you with thunder touch! Hurricane Thrust!
You have to aim for the front area on their back.
You're finished!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Swallow Blade!
My head's spinning just watching you.
Hurricane Thrust!
Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
Callous. Calcified. Caligula.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
Gotta break through!
Armor won't save you! Flaming meteor! Inferno! Take cover when it curls up! Hear my call! How about this?
Dragon Swarm!
Fusing evil!
It's over!
Freeze Lancer!
This one's mine! Glacial power! Watch
Take
this!
this! It's over!
Make it rain!
Mega Ray! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
You're mine!
Already on it!
Soaring
Quick shot!
First strike! You're mine!
An outstanding
Thrust!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
No choice! You're mine!
Eat this! Burning strike!
Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine! It's over!
Watch this!
Swallow Blade!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Further!
I'll smash you!
Here's the evil!
First strike! Burn!
Freeze Lancer!
Now in the groove!
Here's the evil!
Super Swallow
Is
Day!
in the sky? Raging Storm!
Take
Whoa!
this!
Hey! One at a
It's
time!
over! Swallow Blade!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got!
Well done!
You're finished!
Reload! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Take
Raging
this!
Cascade! Radiant Pierce! Fresh!
Inferno!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Now
Just
I'm
as
real
well,
mad!
I'm here to stop.
Armor won't save you!
This'll come in handy!
Talon Sword!
Wind after! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Right, here goes!
Coming through!
You're mine! It's over! No escape! Burn! Be still! I'm not done! Soaring Light Spin!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Together, that was... wasn't even a problem. Right, here goes!
Whirlwind Snap! Armor won't save you!
Here I come!
Hurricane
It's over!
Searing Flame!
Swallow Blade!
Look sharp!
Dragon
Oh, now we're talking! Each turn!
Aim for the weak spot. It's over.
Dust to dust! I'll finish you here and now! Anything in armor is all mine! Make it break! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Looks like it could be worth something.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
It's on! This one's mine! Won't save you!
You're mine!
Eat this!
You're done! Dragon
Blow
Form!
away!
Strike! Dazzle! Soaring Light Spear! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Dazzle! Take this! It's over!
Anything in armor is
Soaring
all
Light
mine!
Spear!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! Cut! Soaring Light
Hang on
Spear!
the wall now!
Rising Falcon!
You see what happened there is you crossed me.
Here I
Shouldn't
come!
have done that.
Here,
Do it! I'll run you through!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this!
Not on my watch.
Easter!
Annihilation! Finish without a trace!
Swallow Blade!
I never miss!
Dragon Form!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now!
Between heaven
Here I
and earth.
come! Soaring Light Spear!
Here now!
Come one, come all! You're mine!
Divine!
You'll finish it!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light
You're
action!
mine!
You'll soon
I'm
see
ready!
about that!
Sword Rain!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! It's so... First, here I come!
My watch! By the power of
Here I come! You're finished! Dragon Sword!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dragon Sword!
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away! Now! It's over! Here I come! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Over so soon?
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
This looks nice and tough.
Forgive you! Talent score!
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning bolt! Raging
I'm on!
You're done!
Swallow blade!
Now I'm in
There you go!
between.
Don't let up! Ready!
Swallow aim for the weak spot!
Mega ray!
Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Lost!
Ready to rip!
Confiscated!
It's over!
I'm on it!
Raging
I'm not done!
Dragon!
Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! I'll tear you apart! Dragon swarm! Super swallow dance! Swallow blade! All finished with here and now! Do it! It's small!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
You're finished! Take this! You're finished!
Here's the evil!
Soaring light spear!
Still! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
See what I can do! You're right! I'll run you through!
Not on my watch!
No escape! Swallow blade! Away!
Here's the evil!
Dragon swarm! Swallow blade! I'm just getting started! Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice.
You fight better at a
messed
distance.
with me.
The further away, the better.
Dragon
You and I
swarm!
both.
Swallow blade!
Lightning
now!
strike! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
No complaints from me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'm on! I'm on! Catapult!
No escape!
Slash! Dragon swarm!
A thrilling performance. Exploit the enemy's
Swallow
weakness.
blade!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Swallow blade! Don't leave! Blow them away!
I'm impressed you managed to keep up.
Don't patronize me.
opponent like this should be easy. Ignite!
Not on my one! You got company!
Here I come!
Swallow dance!
Thunder field!
Take this!
Roll now!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil!
You're my...
Free blood to the stockpile! The flame
Take this!
Glacial Spear!
Now you
Here's
see
the
what I
evil
can
and
do!
the art
Over.
to me!
Here I come!
No complaints here!
Dance in the wind!
Big Fist has got your name on him!
Air thrust!
Eat this!
Annihilation! Mega, this one's mine!
Take this!
Now, annihilation! Let's get you
Where
out
are you going?
Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Wind astral
Here I
energy!
come!
Slash!
Slash! Swallow blade! You're mine!
Here goes!
You're finished! Swallow blade!
Flame of fury!
Here!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil!
Smash you!
Freeze Lancer!
You're mine!
Tear you
It's
apart!
over!
Don't mind if I do! Tempest
Here I come!
Super Swallow Dance!
Over so soon?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
That equipment should come in handy.
Prepare to be sealed!
Watch this! Anything in armor is
Sword
on
Alpha!
us!
Slash! Here I come! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! Slash!
Now!
Dragon swarm!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hold on to your arts. Here I come!
Shield and down!
Armed and ready.
Now I'm in the groove!
Water.
Swallow blade! Dragon form!
Looks my way! Shield!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You were practically a blur.
Together with your marksmanship.
Get lost!
Rolling far enough! Strike! Now I'm in the groove! Blade! Burn in hell! Swallow blade! Strike! Dragon form! Swallow blade! Here I come!
Look sharp!
Swallow blade!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Going in! Storm! Here I come!
Ready? This one's mine!
Now I'm in the groove! Swallow blade! Eagle dive! Strike! Swallow blade! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
Armor won't save you!
Mega blade!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I can feel my precision improving.
Right, here goes.
You're mine!
Look sharp!
You're mine! Talon Hurricane! You're finished! Glimmer Dragon! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm just getting
Be still!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Soaring Light Spear! This one's all mine!
Oh, damn!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger blade!
I've still got a ways to go.
Seriously? Is this a joke? Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Go for the weak point!
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Swallow blade! In an instant! Impact block! My turn!
Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do!
I'm ready for the next battle!
Gotta break through.
This one's mine! Hurricane strike! Hurricane! Gemini Ultra!
On guard!
Eat dirt!
Hurricane strike!
Swallow blade!
Where are you going? Go for the weak point!
Dragon form!
Tear him up!
Swallow blade!
Here we go!
Dragon form!
Inferno Crossing! Glacial clear! Here's Eagle! Inferno Crossing! Freeze Lancer!
That freaking does it! Take this! Here we go again!
Lunar Corruption! Hurricane! Gemini
This
Ultra!
one's mine!
Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down!
Blade! It's on!
This one's mine!
Dragon form!
That freaking does it!
Shield and
freeze! The picture of health!
Strike!
Take this!
Swallow blade! Dragon form! Sword Rain Alpha!
Look sharp!
Do it!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move! the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zeugels?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Oh, now you're talking!
Take it! Go!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Where are you going?
Dragon swarm!
Tear you apart! Talon storm! I'm just getting
Illuminate the tunnel!
Take this! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
I'm out of ammo!
Take this! I'm not done!
Mega ray!
Swallow blade!
Divine
Dragon
savior!
swarm! Swallow blade!
Here it is! One more!
Here I come! Move
A chain between heaven and earth!
You're mine!
A wailing dance of lightning!
Swallow blade!
Daring flame! Reload! Divine dance in the wind! Air thrust! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! First form of
I can carve through! I'm just getting started!
Arcane waterfall!
Flash!
Freeze
Swallow blade!
Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Dragon
Air
swarm!
thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
You're mine!
Wailing dance of lightning!
You're finished!
Your heart requires complete focus!
Here I come!
Each stroke! Tempest whirl!
I'll tear you apart!
Healing circle!
I really owe you one.
Here I come!
Swallow dance! Armor won't save you!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
Big blast!
You're finished! Flash!
Lightning
Dragon
bolt!
swarm!
Blah, blah, back to energy!
Flash! Swallow blade!
Have you get it looks like you got this one covered!
Alright! Down!
Freeze Lancer!
Hurricane!
It's over! Swallow blade!
I'll tear you apart!
Flash!
Photon flash! Burst malevolent!
Here I come!
In here!
Swallow blade! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here come more!
You'll just have to keep fighting.
You're finished!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
You're
No
mine!
complaint! Here!
Can't get out of...
Do it!
Sarah! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Marker!
Anything in
Through
order!
escape!
Winds of heaven! Healing
Take
circle!
this! You're finished!
Thanks so much!
Flash!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Hold on to your arts.
You're mine!
Water, clear my calls.
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem.
You picked the wrong one!
Hear it! I can carve through armor!
by the power of water. Not in your dreams. Ready.
Here I come! Swallow
Dance in
blade!
the wind.
Do you require a hand?
Air thrust.
Hurricane!
Now! Take this! Slap! Crumble! Dragon Swarm!
You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still,
Flame
it's
inside!
reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improved.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Here.
Let me help.
Can't get out of this!
First
All in
aid!
order.
Denied! Lightning hurricane! This one's mine! Talent storm!
Take this! No escape! Swallow blade!
Away!
Dragon Swarm!
Reload! Coming through!
Smash you! You're mine!
You require a hand.
Dragon Swarm!
Burning!
Swallow blade! First strike!
Talent storm! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Hurricane!
You're mine! Inferno It's over!
Glacial spear! This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Death blossom! Now! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! There!
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alvin!
What? That's enough! Go back down!
Healing circle!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Hey, is that it over there?
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegus, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys.
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegus and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, in a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Xian's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Xian's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Xian?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Xian, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Xian. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Caligula? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegus.